Hey guys, this is Starry from StarrySky Gaming, and welcome to this GU39 Fire Revamp video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at the changes that they've done from the patch notes, and then we're going to have a look and see if there's any kind of loadout we can put together. Okay, so the first changes they have done is to absorb heat. It now says that Absorb Heat now applies the new thermal absorption effect and also restores power when used against burning enemies. Okay, so where is what's it called again? Absorb Heat must be in the second. Oops, it's Iconics. Right, so Absorb Heat's there. Okay, so let's see what it means. Okay, so let's set the target on fire, and then we will see what it means by the thermal absorption. Okay, so oh wow, look at that. Look at that, that is. Oh, I love the blue effect. I wonder if you can clip it. So yeah, we're definitely getting a lot of power back from it, and we've got that massive. Oh, that is fan. I love that animation. That blue flame looks sweet. Okay, so that's the thermal absorption. So we get power back when we something's been ignited and we use that. So now applies new thermal absorption effects and restores power when used against burning enemies. I like that. Wildfire is the next change. Now always inflicts burning on the target and nearby enemies. Okay, so Wildfire. Yeah, inflicts burning on a target and nearby enemies, causing damage over time. So this could be our primary burning skill. Inflicts burn on a target and nearby enemies. Sweet. I hope I'm still not in combat, which I must put. No, I am not. Nice. Okay, so let's get rid of Fireball. Okay, so now it inflicts burning on a target and nearby enemies. So let's check it from full range. Right, so I'm assuming with the dots we wouldn't get a weapon mastery crit bonus. Let's see if it says it. We don't. So far it doesn't. Let's see if there's anyone says it. So far it doesn't say they're excluded from it. Okay, so Wildfire now inflicts burning on targets and nearby enemies, so that's just a nice burning skill. Flame Cascade is the next change, so that should be in Ignition. God, it's been a while since I've looked at fire. Flame Cascade, right, so. And apparently the changes to Flame Cascade is no longer causes additional damage to burning, frostbitten or electrified enemies. It now inflicts up to 3 levels of volatility on burning enemies. That sounds pretty badass. Enemy volatility levels increased damage. The thermal absorption effect causes burning enemies to restore power. The duration of burn, volatility and thermal absorption effects are extended. Okay, so no longer causes additional damage to burning. Now inflicts thing, so it doesn't inflict burn. So we want to use Wildfire to inflict burning, and then Flame Cascade can inflict 3 levels of volatility. Enemy volatility levels increase damage. The thermal absorption effect causes burning and to restore power. Right, okay, so let's try it. So let's try Flame Cascade. So we can maybe increase damage 3 times. So let's inflict the burning. Whoa. Is that the volatility? Woof. That looks awesome. Okay, so for I need more power. Come on, sparring targets. Okay, so looks pretty cool. Does look pretty cool. Alright, so the abrasion burning. Nice. Okay, so the next one is Fire Burst. Casting time reduced slightly, inflicts maximum volatility on burning enemies. The thermal absorption effect causes burning enemies to restore power. The duration of burning, volatility, and thermal absorption effects are extended. So, Fire Burst. Okay, so let's ignite our target. Oops. Burning didn't seem to last very long. Oh god. I wish I just give sparring targets more power, give us more power. Pretty cool. Okay, so still not liking the damage from Fiber, so the next one is Mass Detonation. Casting time reduced significantly. Enemy volatility levels also increase damage. The thermal absorption effect causes burning enemies to restore power. The duration of burning, volatility, and thermal absorption effects are extended. So maybe I should be using Absorb Heat with it first. Which one's Absorb Heat again? Alright, so maybe I should go that. Ah yeah, that's okay, I meant to absorb. Aha, so I meant to use Absorb Heat before it. Nice, nice. Better if Absorb Heat was AoE instead of single target. So that's pretty cool. So let's go to that one. Get the absorption going. And then we would use a power to get power back. If the effect was on it. Maybe it didn't seem to last that long. Alright, so we're going to use it straight after. Okay. Fiery Weapon now increases your might. So let's take a look at that. Meteor, spontaneous combustion, so we want to go down to that. Okay, so let's take a look at Fiery Weapon. Whoa, put my might up to 5k. So let's wait for the buff to run out and we'll see what my might was before. I think my might have been around a 4k mark, or 3.9. 4.3. So it didn't seem to increase that much. Was it like 15%? Okay, so Fiery Weapon, let's check the buff. Okay, so Fiery Weapon gives 10% critical attack damage, 10% critical attack damage, 7% critical attack chance for your weapon and for your damage. 15, yeah, the 15% might bonus. 45% damage modifier. That's quite a lot. So that's a good change for it. And then spontaneous combustion, reduced cooldown significantly, no longer inflicts burning. That's a shame. The instant damage has been increased slightly, now causes increased damage instantly to burning enemies. Okay, so let's get that on the loadout. Stick it in there. Okay, so let's get that. Seems like it's doing quite a bit nice damage. Wow. If I could get more power to do some more. So far I got a 3.2k hit from it. Not too bad. And it is AoE, so it could be a good spammable AoE skill. Okay, so that's pretty much all the changes that they've done yet. Okay, so I'm gonna go reset my power. Well, I'm gonna pause the video, go reset my PowerPoints, and I'll come back and then we take a look at some of it and see if we can put something together. So, be right back. I did forget to show though. So before I go reset my PowerPoints, what I did forget to show was mass detonation. Mass det. Probably didn't put a PowerPoint in it. Yep, it's okay. So let's have a look. Mass detonation. Just put in for flame cascade. So mass detonation change was casting time reduced significantly. Enemy volatility levels also increased damage. The thermal absorption effect causes burn enemies to restore power. The duration of burn and volatility and thermal absorption effects are now. Okay, so I'm stuck in combat. Fantastic. You gotta love the sparring targets in this game. Not only do they not give enough power, they keep you in combat. Okay, so mass debt, got that. That should be everything I want. Not for getting very many big hits from it. And volatility level increase. Trying to see if there's anything that literally increases volatility level. Mass detonation. Now increase up to 3 levels of volatility. In all these level increased damage. So let's try that. Oops, wrong button. Wait for the cooldown of fire weapon again. Okay, so let's try that. Yeah, definitely not enough power. Okay, so I'm not getting really a lot of big crits from mass debt. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but I would like more power though. Right. Not liking the damage so far. 6.1k. Okay, so I'm gonna go reset my PowerPoints now. I'm gonna see if we can put some kind of loadout together. Okay guys, so I'm back. I've reset my PowerPoints, and now let's take a look and see what if we can kind of put any loadout together. So let's just put my PowerPoint there, just in case I need an extra one. Now, after going through all the changes and so forth, some I like, some I don't like, kind of maybe know what I want. So I want to try and go for, I don't want to go for Mass 30 yet, because I think that'd be quite good in a burst loadout. Trying to think maybe something for the next DLC, maybe survival mode, so we probably want to go something a little bit more dot based with a burst power in it. Okay, so spontaneous combustion was doing some quite nice damage earlier on, so I want that. Blast your target and nearby enemies. Yes, that's AoE, causing them do the more damage, knock them down, so that's going to do some nice explosions as well. So dot, what about overheat as well? So dot, burst damage buff, I think that one as well, because that does AoE burning and that inflicts another dot, so we could try that. Overheat I think could work. Supercharge, get that one there. Let's see what we got so far. So okay, so I want to start with the less damage modifier and go with the bigger one, so might want to go Wildfire clipped with that. Inferno, because that does instant damage, so I can use a weapon mastery. That, so that dot, burst, that, maybe a supercharge now. So let's get that. And let's just put it in the HP, so let's see what we got. Okay, so dot, so this inflicts AoE burning, so it's going to be a dot as well. We got another dot, so score your enemy animation active, so that's just going to be another dot. Dot and instant damage, burst damage, weapon buff, supercharge. Okay, let's give this a blast. What trinket have I got on? Might, so that could be pretty good. Okay, so let's check what let's have a look at the loadout first. So let's try a Wildfire clipped with, let's try it without the thing to kind of see how many dots we can get in case any override. So Wildfire clipped with that. So none of them override, and we got quite a few dots. Nice. Costs a hell of a lot of power though. Okay, so let's try a Wildfire, click on that. So let's just do this. So weapon mastery, Wildfire that, straight into that, to Inferno, and spontaneous combustion. Oh, I need more power. Okay, let's try and let's get myself a little bit buffed up. Woohoo, getting some nice hits of that. Out of power again. Where are the controllers when you need them? They do need to reduce the power cost though, because holy crap, fire costs a lot of power. So that. Nice. Seems like quite a good loadout so far, just like thinking of one on the top of my head. Come on. Can't wait till the league calls come out, and then you can get more sparring targets and get more power. This is just ridiculous. So overall, it actually seems like quite a good, decent loadout. Could be better or not though, but it seems to work quite well with weapon masteries. Come on, need more power. I think I need like 20 sparring targets here or something. Okay, so so far, quite liking this loadout. Seems quite fun. So we have AoE dot, overheat for another dot, inferno for another AoE dot, and then we have spontaneous combustion, which hits multiple targets and is like a burst damage. And we have a buff and supercharge. So, so far so good. You know, damage seems quite good with it. Quite liking it. Some of the changes I'm not too keen on. I mean, there's a lot of like functionality you got to it, and by the time you've like built up absorption, volatility levels, and all that kind of crap. If you're especially using weapon masteries, it could be quite long. So maybe this could be a good loadout to use in future. But I don't know. It's just, you know, just see me literally put it together. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of the changes. What about this loadout? Do you think it's any good? Do you think it has a potential? Do you just think it's a load of crap? Thank you very much for watching this. I hope this video's been very informative about the fire changes so far. So until next time, I will see you then.